There are so many people protesting the arrival of migrants, illegal aliens, okay? About 100,000 of them over the last year have now ended up in New York, and New York has had it. Now, wait a second. New York was supposed to be the city with all these Democrats who voted for Joe Biden, who's responsible for the open border policies. All these Democrats that say, welcome them in with open arms. And now they're getting a taste of what Arizona and Texas experienced firsthand, that these illegals overrun city services. They overrun everything. This is Mayor Adams in New York talking about the problem.
You're on pace to spend $5 billion on migrant care in this fiscal year. To give people some perspective, that is more than the city spends on sanitation, parks, and the fire department combined. So you're asking for money here. Do I have that right?
A combination, more than money, because the faucet is flowing. We have to stop the faucet. We have to make sure we have a real decompression strategy at the border. And we have to ensure that we have real immigration reform, because it's going to continue. It's not sustainable. When you look at 10,000 a month, the math just does not add up.
10,000 a month? 10,000 a month. In Texas alone, we see 10,000 a day at the height of the border crisis. And he's worried about 10,000 a month. He talks about immigration reform. Nothing works unless you secure the border. President Trump was trying to do that. Joe Biden certainly isn't. You can't do anything when it comes to immigration when you still have a massive flow of people sneaking into the country. And now with President Trump coming in totally legally, doing an end run around the system with this CBP app, and now everyone's coming in, quote, legally, so they say encounters are down. The same amount of migrants are coming into the United States as before, which is tremendous amounts. So he says $5 billion, by the way. You do the math. If you have 100,000 migrants coming to New York City over the last year, he wants $5 billion. That's $50,000 per migrant. These migrants were making like $3, $4 a day. I don't think they need $50,000 a year to survive. This makes no sense, that number. But, you know, the way Democrats spend money, I guess it would be around $5 billion. And when you think about the hotels being overrun, the parks are overrun, they're going to build a tent city. This is outside of one of the hotels. The sidewalks are overrun. Think about this. He says $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month. They have a population of almost 9 million people in New York City. When you take the greater metro area, the tri-state area, it's about 16 million people. Compare that to Eagle Pass, Texas, which gets thousands every day, not a week, thousands every day. Eagle Pass, Texas has a population of 28,000 people. How do you think they're supposed to absorb the migrants? I would think a city of 8 million could do a far better job of absorbing migrants than a city of 28,000. But they don't think about this stuff. Look, New York City wanted to be a sanctuary city. Well, they got it. And the locals voted for these leaders, both at a national level and at a city level. And now they're all complaining.
This whole thing is only going to snowball because the schools are going to open in about 2 weeks. All right, and we're totally unprepared to handle that.
You look behind us. There's a park. There's a YMCA there. We have a charter school behind us, a preschool on the side.
There's concern for students as well as the elderly.
We have a SNAP Center here. SNAP Center gets funded by how many people they serve. The senior citizens are going to be intimidated and afraid of the individuals.
I'm here because this is outrageous. They are putting non-American before American. We need to take care of America first.
I'm sorry. I have to laugh. We need to take care of Americans first. America first principle sounds like somebody I know. President Trump, I guarantee you none of those New Yorkers voted for Trump. They all voted for Biden. And now they got exactly what they deserved. The crazy thing is I'm broadcasting from Texas. Everything they're talking about, we've been experiencing here for decades, okay? Decades. And now they got a little taste of it, and they're going crazy.